Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Aviary. It is the Saturday stream, which means it is part 2 of our Space Engineers Survival campaign. Now, I will just arc up the game. Sorry. Sorry about that. I will just arc up the game, and let's get started. Where there is shouting, there is no true knowledge. Leonardo da Vinci. I wonder. I should really design pods, or at least, engine pods or something like that at some point, as a shenanigans. Now, welcome back. It is currently in the middle of the night. We have wind power. We have our base of operations from last week. Yes. We have our cargo container, full of just generalized shit. But our overarching plan today is to take our rover and find resources on the surface, so crashed meteorites. There's also the plan here that we'll need to finish this off. So we'll do that right now. Doop. And we shall go into here. Let's expand all this out. Now, I don't have a lot of resources because I've just been mining it as I've been going. So that's the reason behind the needing of everything else today. But we'll go boom. And it looks as though we're going to need about 2,000 iron. So the first chunk of the stream will be, well, I want to get that powered up because my rover operates on battery power. So without batteries, or without power, it's not going nowhere. So, let us have some fun. And, Hi, Hole. It's me. Welcome back. Hi. The inevitable plan of this series is get into space, build a space elevator.
Inventory full.
That's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. I didn't do this last time, but I probably should. Make it easier to get out. I said make it easier to get out. Make it easier to get out. And we'll toss that in there. Then we go back down our hole and continue our excavations. Even if I can just get a single load of just pure iron, that would be greatly appreciated. But, these things happen wherein we can't get a pure thing of iron, so we shall see. Did I ask you to make 2 sets? Yes, I did. Oops. So let's dump that, that. And we'll go middle mouse button to pull up things. Yep, so I just need 100 and... So that's 120. So yeah. Didn't need to build all that. For some reason my mouse double clicked. Oh well. But that will all sit there. Let's drag you up into component parts just so that you're aware where you need to be. And if we have one of our little supply drops happen, great. If not, what can you do?
Inventory full.
Just goes directly in there. Actually, hang on a second. Options. Audio. Let's get a bit of the game's in-ground music happening.
Inventory full.
So, yeah. Up-a-da-da-da-da. I think what I might do after this load is jump into our little excavator device, rover. And from there, it just slows it does this thing. Did I put a... I did put one of the azimuths ore detectors. So let's go to K, ore detector, yank that up. I think I need to put an antenna on this thing. So we have silver. Aha, that's what I wanted. So we have ice over there, gold, magnesium, silicon, nickel, and iron over there. So take the parking brake off. Let's go to where the iron is located. I wonder if it's an underground seam. Yeah, it's an underground seam. I should really remember that a lot of the... And we'll just switch off the azimuth ore detector. I should really remember that these coloured fields indicate that there's resources underneath. Should realistically remember that. Yeah. And there it is. So, there's our iron. Didn't take as long as I thought it would be, but I'm wondering if my theory is correct. Ow. Yeah. It is. So that, like all these little seams around here, may actually have resources underneath them. But what I'm going to do is we'll go K, GPS, new from current position, and we'll flag this as iron. FE1. And that'll be from there. So let's grab some iron resources.
Inventory full.
That stone's probably going to hit something. I could have sworn I turned the azimuth ore detector off. It is a bit glitchy. But toss the iron in there. And I don't know where that rock's gone, so we'll just hock you off as well. Bye, rock.
Inventory full.
Now, theoretically, yeah, so this should automatically balance out, and because it's in the center of it, it should just weigh in the center of the... Oh, that's cobalt. That's awesome. That's going to be beneficial for everyone involved. Now I'm getting the massive ass chunks of iron. Yes. Cobalt, I don't think I can refine until I get the large refinery, but... Stash you. And we'll just eject you out. Don't need you. I might pick up some cobalt just so I can start making the stuff. Actually, no, I do need it. How much iron do I currently have made? So that's what? 2,000. Yeah. Probably enough to begin with. Now, I could have sworn I turned off the azimuth ore detector. It is off. So I don't know what's going on here. But... actually, there's a surface sample here. Let's have a look at that. Ah, it's a silicon one. Not great, but okay. Let's just turn that down to 250. Now turn it up to 500. 503, that'll work. Going to require me to dig down, you know, nearly 20 meters into the ground, but again, feck all I can do about that. I will actually, before I do, go GPS, new from current position, and this is cobalt. CO, I think. There it is. There's the cobalt. You don't need a lot of cobalt. Well, actually you do. But that is buried deep underground. I just need enough to get me started. Yeah, your more rare earth stuff, like uranium, you can't find on planet. Smidge frustrating, but I think they did that to say that, you know, progression-wise, if you want uranium, go to space. And it forces you to use the hydrogen after using atmospheric thrusters to get as high up as you possibly can. Which is fine. Alright, we've got 2,000 cobalt. I think that should be enough. So let's go into here. And would you be able to go into the cargo container? Yes, you can. Alright. Let's go home. Also means I can show you what my plans are for the inevitable of my... Ah. Shit. Well. That's slightly awkward. I just dumped the, Well, that answers that question. Is it stable? Nope. No, it is not stable. That's fine, I can take all this off anyway and put it back on. Ah, rover. Oh god, I am not painting it that colour. Thank you. Let's just go... Boop. Now that falls into the category of why you don't put the brakes on when doing something like 60 miles per hour. Also means that I need to put more balancing. So if I want to expand this out, I probably have to extend it out a bit further to give it a bit more leeway in the grand scheme of stuff and things. No. Right, so let's go first and foremost. Hock you in there. And let's grab the iron out. I said, let's grab the iron. This will make quite a bit of iron. You see, it's producing so much more iron just by using actual pure iron instead of stone, which is great. Okay. I'm hoping that cobalt can be refined in the basic refinery. I think it should be able to, because you need the plates in order to make the larger stuff. And you can see here, just by getting one batch of iron, I'm already producing monumentous amounts of actual proper iron in its first place, which is good. So we will go boom. That should give me the parts to replace the hinge. There we go. Looks as though that one's buggered as well, so I have to fix that. And I should be able to finally fix the connector. There we go. So now that that's done with the connector, let's go... Boop. What if I forgot the component parts? I do. Excellent. Put you in. Anything else buggered? Nope. Okay. Now, let's deconstruct you. And let's actually put in the correct cockpit, which I believe was this industrial one. Yes, it was. And you still play. Bugger. Oh yeah, it's producing the cobalt. Okay. So, that sound, that ka-tunk, 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 means that I'm not drawing or producing enough power. Yeah, the power's going down, which means we're losing wind. Because a storm's blowing in. Annoyingly enough, but... I thought... Never mind. Yeah, you can see how that's just gone forward. That's fine. We'll just draw out the stuff that we need. And... I will go... 2 components cannot be put into production. What parts? What parts couldn't you put in? Just needs metal grids and bulletproof glass, dude. Bulletproof glass, metal grids. Why are you saying that you can't do it? Is it because you're out of power? It's because you're out of power. Right, fine, whatever. Let's get G. Can that... You go into the hydrogen. Not even able to do that. So we're basically stuck until the power comes back online. But what I might do, save it, exit to the main menu, and hello me, it's Chair. Sorry, I just noticed you. Streaming Space Engineers today, guys. Just hoping that refreshes my HUD, and it does. Excellent. Just gets rid of all of those little icons that are popping up. So, we are now effectively stuck waiting for power to come back online, because it is a bit breezy, so we can finalize our buggy. Now that is... I might actually want to push this forward a bit, because I'm not liking how that's front heavy. Oh well, not a lot we can do about it just yet. We are now effectively waiting on power. So, pop you in there. I might... Actually, how am I for hydrogen? I might go for some more ice. Where my base has landed, there's a massive ass ice lake here, which is good. So hopefully once my buggy is complete with the drill in the front, I'll be able to just come down here and skim the surface for ice. I'm going to need a lot of ice when it starts getting into using hydrogen for my vessels and everything else to get into space. Boop. And it looks as though we've got the power back online, so that's good. Go in there. You can go there, so let's go here. We'll need to go... Right click on that to say that we need the bulletproof glass and everything else. And we'll go produce. So hopefully we should have enough cobalt and silicon. I don't know if we do. How much silicon do we actually have? Ah, we are running... Oh no, we've got plenty. So let's finish this off. Middle mouse button. In and... There we go. So, there's our rover. I might actually want to bring a second set of front-facing wheels, but I'm not too sure on that one at the moment. Let's go V. And let's see if we can plug it in to our... Whoop. Oops. It's like reversing a trailer. Okay, it needs to come down a bit. That's alright, we can work with that. Put the parking brake on. Have I damaged this? Nope. Should lower it. Come on. Come on. You gonna play fair? Let's see if that works. Oh, yes it does. Okay, let's go to not K, G. We'll go to our lock, put it into our toolbar. Actually, I won't put it as 2. I'll put it as 2, and I want to switch the lock. Chunk. That is now part of my base. So that should now, theoretically, be connected up to my base, which you can see here. And now, the batteries are recharging. Yay! And you can just switch that off and on, and away you go. So, now that we've got that out of the way, how are we for production? Still producing the cobalt that we need. That's fine. Swap that around. Got 1,000 iron, which is always nice. So, I think we go into here, we go to K, let's go to our... Where's our hinge? Here it is. So, current attached angle is 45 degrees. Let's take that up to 30. Come on. There we go. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is that I can then go into here. I want my drill. We want the small one into here, and we go boom. And you can see that if I plug that in there, you're going to... Right, you're not going to like it. But we shall see if we can jank it in. Nope, so produce 10 of them. They'll get used for something. Now, I've not done this on a hinge that is at an odd angle. Yeah, okay. Let's reset the drill. Or, sorry, let's reset the hinge to be lower limit of 0 degrees. Come on, go. You at 0 degrees. What are you doing? Hinge? I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. I mean, if you want to pull the Exorcist on me, then by all means do so, but seriously? Are you going to reset position? You've reset your position. Okay. There we go. Boom. Let's put that in. Let's go to our little build planner. Let's just grab some stuff that's in there anyway. And now let's go to here. Build the bits I need. And we should be able to manufacture it. So, huzzah. Fun. Why do you keep doing this? I don't need 2 of the damn things, I just need 1. Must be my middle mouse button playing funny buggers. That's fine. I just need 2 more. Steel. Steel plates. I should, yep. Let's just dump it out of here. Boom. So now I have a drill attached to a hinge, which means they'll now be able to drill. Let's just go here first. Okay, so you are on a brand new survey system, which is fine. But we'll be able to drag you to here. Actually, no, I want block tools to this. So if I go 1 and hold down the left mouse button, it now automatically does it. So, what I now want is to go to my hinge. It would help if I hit the right button. Hinge. Now, lower limit, lower angle limit will be 10%. Go do your thing. Nope. Okay. I'll write that as A hinge, just so that if I go K, it's up the top. Okay. So, low limit, 10. I'll make this down to 20. That good? Yep, that's low. Probably a bit too low, so I might bump that up to 15 degrees. Okay, a hinge. Let's take you up to 15 degrees. So, now that we've got that, let's go boop. Let's take it out for a little spin. Oops. Nope. So now, if I do this, I'm now starting to get some stone and silver. Yeah, it's mostly going to be stone, but I can still use that for stuff. But I think I'm also picking up the ground as well. Is that correct? Yes, I am. Awesome. Oh. Now that it's done that, yeah, that's a lot of stone, but let's go G, let's go to the blocks, and let's go to our hinge, and I want you to reverse. So if I hit 3, it now goes up. Aha! But this is going to be fun trying to do this without breaking the damn thing, because I'm now so front heavy. I mean, yeah, I need to put some either weight on the back, or I need to put some further fields on the front. But that is okay. That's the whole thing with Space Engineers, is that's my problem, so I'll have to work out how to fix it. Now, the one lovely thing about this is if I plug it in... Now, you'll notice I have my stone and my silver. Now, if I plug in, this should start getting pulled. And you can see that it's being pulled straight into my basic refinery. So if I leave this... This is now all pulling all my resources out of my rover directly into my refineries. Which will mean that once it's done doing its thing here in the refinery, it will automatically refine all the stone, all the silver, and go from there. Or at least I'm hoping that it does silver. If it doesn't, I'm going to be up Poop Creek without a paddle. But let's recharge, grab my hydrogen bottle, wherever that's disappeared off to. And we're going to investigate this signal. Somewhat thankful that I landed on a fairly flat piece of land, which is awesome. But the inevitable thing is that I will be building a space elevator at some stage. So, let's go. Okay, let's see what we've got. It's a leopard cutter. Now, all of this is now mine. And what have you got in there? Construction components, medkits, some credits. Not bad, but not great. Actually, now that I've got the cobalt, I might make the improved grinder and smelting device. Welder. We'll hock all that into our resources. Space credits can also go in there, as well as the medkits. Yeah, because I've dug up some cobalt. This stuff takes ages to refine. But you generally don't need a lot of it. Or at least, you need some of it, but it's fun to try and get enough of it coming through. So we will go to there. We'll top up my survival kit, just because it's easier. Now, so you work. I'm still trying to work out the suspension on these things, how to lock it. But I'll work that out in a moment. In the interim, let's work out how we're going to build this upwards, because the refinery is 4, the assembler is 2. So, I'm thinking out here. Let's go steel plates. I cannot for the life of me remember what colour we painted these ones before. Shift P? Control P? Nope. Well, we'll find out later. So that gives me the 4 out, which is fine. Might actually go out a bit further. Because we go to refinery. And I think the industrial one is just a design aesthetic. Yeah, because they cost the same. So we're going to use a industrial refinery this game around. And as you can see here, this is a big chunky boy. So we will go here. Yeah. Boop. I think I can actually walk up this. Oh, I can too. That's cool. And I also want to get the assembler. And I'm going to use... we're going for the... This is actually a little more awkward than I thought it was going to be. Oops. I might just use this one, if I'm being truly honest. I'm going to have to work out where the connection comes out. I'll do that. So, boo boo boo. Stash you, you're busy doing your thing. Yeah, so I still got well over 1.5 tons worth of steel to go through. Sorry, cobalt. But let's drag that out. Actually, let's go production, tools, cobalt and silicon. And this requires cobalt and silicon. So, if I recall correctly, where is the assembler? Toss you into the assembler, toss you into the assembler, production. Disassemble both of those. And then I want you to assemble one of those and one of those. Boom. So now we have a improved welder, an improved grinder, and I need to set them up. So character tools, welder, and grinder. And this will just mean that when I go through and start grinding stuff, it will be much faster, as well as welding will be much faster. Or at least in comparison to the basic ones. You can get the next tiers up. I generally just jump straight to the end, because you can generally pick up platinum a lot faster. But I think the next tier up is like silver, and then you've got platinum. So it depends on when you do the upgrade. No, stop! How dare you run away? I will end your pitiful existence. Get back here! Come on! I will stop you. Sooner or later, one of us will win, and it'll be me. That was a bit flying off. Come on! Come on! Come on! Stop! That was a bit of a decided to fly off. Now, are you quite done? Apparently, yes. So, nothing. That's fine. The fact that it had a gyroscope is neat. Now, did I happen to lose anything along the way of it running away from me? Probably did. But I don't honestly care. Whee! What did I get from all that? Oh, I've got 100 steel plates. That's pretty swanky. Actually, that's really good, to be honest. Now, the reason I'm saying that's really good is this thing takes up well over 1,000. So, having extra steel plates just come in for freebies means less iron I have to mine. Stash you lot. You can come into our thing. Let's just unprioritize that. Doom doom. Yeah, I've still got a lot of stone to redo. Transfer into there. I only got like 500 silver from all of that. Bit frustrating, but nothing I can do. I mean, I've got well over, 1,000 kilos, which is what? A ton? I have a ton of gravel just in this paper bag. It's like the fecking TARDIS. That will churn away neat and tidily. What I might actually do is drag you into the components just to free up space on. And you're in the connector, so we'll just connect you into that. So that just means that it frees up my little rover, which will go ka-chunk, and we'll drive away. So, now let's go to our suspension. Is there a way to lock the suspension? What I am going to do though is set the high offset to 50 centimeters. That just means that it's further on down. Yeah. So how full are the batteries? I got about 2 days worth. Whoops, parking brake. Can you select more blocks at once? Yes, you can. You can actually highlight and select it, and I'll show you how to do that. Oops. I'll just lock myself in just so I'm recharging everything. If we go into here, we go into G. Sorry, not G. K. By holding down the Shift button or Control button, you can add extra stuff. So by holding down Control, I can just specify things. If I only want, say, all of my suspensions, I can go hold down Shift and it chooses all between them. Otherwise, if I only want the left-hand side, I can just hold down Control and away you go. And you can off-click by just pressing Control again. So yes, you can select multiple blocks at once. Now, where has my batteries? So these will take about 6 hours in real time to fill up, which is not something that I am keen on doing, but it is just something that is there. I do need some more iron, so. But are you done with your refining? Don't think it is yet. Let's just go through the cobalt. Also, I'd like to say thank you for coming and joining us, Space Orc. It's nice to have another one of the WARG join us. How much iron? I need over 7,000 iron to finalize things. So it looks as though I'm going on a bit of a trip. So yeah, this little buggy is designed for surface mining for the most part, but it does have a reservoir there so that when I do find resources such as the iron down here in one of the many holes that are littering around this landscape, I can just toss them straight into there and send it back out to the refinery. So
Inventory full.
do.
Inventory full.
It's going to weigh me down, but at the very least it will offset the heavy at the front, which is nice.
Inventory full.
I think there should be more than enough iron to begin
Inventory
with,
full.
at least until I can start getting some more bits in place. And then I'll work on... Why do I always get caught in that tire? I don't know. But let's toss it in... let's toss it into the other one. I know, it's connected by conveyors. I just want to sort of balance that out a bit. But that's probably more than enough iron that I need for the time being. Just toss that ore out of the way. And we're going to you. Take the parking brake off, and let's go back to base. This thing is a bit forward heavy, so I don't particularly want to slam on the parking brakes. Otherwise I'll have a repeat of what happened earlier, which is I smashed the cockpit into the ground and I have to rebuild it half a kilometre away from base. Or I send pieces flying. Either or. It's just what happens. Most of my designs either end up being unstable or just absolute hot garbage. Come on. I'm so bad at parking these things. That way, that way, that way. Thank you. There we go. And reverse in. There we go. Chunk. And now lights off, that off. And we should start seeing all of the iron get manufactured. That cobalt still isn't done. God damn it. You can go in there. So it requires 20 cobalt, which I've got plenty of. I've got plenty of the nickel. At the moment, all that I'm bound by is iron. So that can just burble away in the background whilst I work out what's next on the to-do list. I think... That's just my drill, which is fine. At the moment, I think it's just more or less waiting for that iron to be smelted down. What else do we have floating around in here that we need? Is that even on my build planner? It is. So, let's crank out what we need. Boop. And we'll crank out what we need. And we'll go boop. Yeah, so that's now waiting on everything else to be built. Alright. So I did get through most of the iron plates that I needed to be built anyway, which is good, so I may have to... Well, I'm going to have to duck back up to my iron deposit and mine some more, I think. But we'll let that... Yeah, I think this is actually dumping power. It might be. I don't know. And now it's back to doing the cobalt. I think that got through nearly most of the iron that I needed anyway. Where's that going to drop off? There it goes. I will wait for this round of iron to finish. And then I'll head on back on up to where my hole is to pick up some more for yet more resources. So there we go. So it's now practically done. Awesome. Well, that's actually relatively close, and that's going to have steel plates in it anyway, so saves me a job. Come here, unknown signal. Free resources. Now, are you the silly one that does... Nope, you're just the pod. Okay. I'll wait for you to land. Boop. Ah. Itchy ear. Do 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 do. And boop. Nothing special. That's a medium cargo container. That's odd. They usually don't have mediums floating down on these ones. Oh well. Not going to complain. So what do I get from all that? 21 steel plates and a whole lot of misc. Though I did get quite a number of interior plates, which is always nice. Deposit all that. And then I'll go boop, just so it registers on my thing that I've picked up 21 steel plates. Attach, and we'll go for a drive. So how is everyone doing on this fine weekend? For me, it's chilling, cleaning up, getting ready to do some more D&D this evening. Parking engaged. Okay then. Now I think if I do this right, I can just go straight into cargo container. Yep. And the stone can be hogged. Right. Onwards to more digging.
Inventory full.
Hock the stone. And we'll toss this batch into cargo container 2.
Inventory full.
I'm pseudo balancing it. But
Inventory full.
Stone can be hocked. You can go there. So that's what, 6 grand? Why? Okay, fine. Just keep going down that way. See if I care. I honestly don't care. Silly rocks. At least I'm getting mostly iron. Okay, that's all the iron that I think I'll need this run around. So we might put you in the... Well, again! That wheel! Jesus Christ. Can I cap out you? Yes, I can. Okay. This is probably going to be so unbalanced, but you know. Now, I'm not parrying anything at the moment. This is all just downwards momentum. Oop, that's the handbrake. And now you're going to watch my shoddy parking again. I'm getting better. There we go. Boop. Turn myself off. Now, hopefully, I should have more than enough iron. Yeah, plenty of iron at this point to finalize everything in there. But no, that's all good. So we'll drag you into there as well, just so you can finalize all of that. Hopefully that should be enough. It should be. And once that's done, I can finish off this particular refinery. I can decommission this one, and we'll be able to use this one instead, which has much better prospects and much, well, is much better in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, plate here. Boop. Oh, it even allows me to walk up onto this. Neat. Guess that's what you get for the heavy industry pack. Oh yeah, plenty of iron this time around. Had I been doing that with stone, that would have taken me at least another 2 to 3 hours. But having an iron source nearby is always good, or at least until I deplete it. At which point then I'd be slowly crying to myself in a corner, going, wah, it was me. So... there we go, all the steel plates are now complete. It's now moving on to the construction components, the tubes, followed closely by the motors and the Grids. Ah, so it's pushed them straight into there. Excellent. Let's go boop. And let's go shizzle. Just while still waiting on the last of these to be built. And we're now producing steel metal grids, which that hurdle is now out of the way. Because metal grids is used for the hydrogen thrusters, it's used for the atmospheric thrusters, it's used for a great deal of many things. And we go bong, we go bong, and let's build it. There we go. We now have an industrial refinery. Which means we're going to here, grab our silver, go to one of the ports, this one, toss the silver in here. This will now start refining silver as well. Which is really, really good. Now that you're done, we'll take the cobalt out. We will move the gravel. Actually, just plonk you all in here. Now this is so that I can then go because we don't need it anymore. Now it requires 10 metal grids. Well, let's go. Right click. Let's go to our assembler. Build. Now I should have enough resources, which I do, so I can finalize the construction of the actual assembler, and I might be able to improve my tools as well. Yay. Now, I completely forgot that these are supposed to be a green color. Same green? No, they use the darker one. Boom. There you go. It's like, oh, I need 150 computers. Okay. These are probably actually PCUs or something like that. Printed circuit boards, rather than actual computers. Then what I'm going to need to do is connect it all up via connectors or conveyors to the storage containers, or just move everything across. Don't know which. Let's just take all of you out. Do that. Dumping everything into this cargo crate so that I can then go Actually,
Inventory full.
maybe wondering why I'm doing this. Well, you will find out shortly. Because I believe... I'm just curious to see how this looks. And that works. Sort of fits everything that I've got going on. I've got another unknown signal. Okay. That is really good. That is really awesome. So, let's go and build a couple of conveyors. So, now these need to be the slightly larger ones. So, we'll use probably 2 tubes in this instance, I think. So we'll go planner, planner. Now, wait, what? Can I actually access stuff from up here? Oh, apparently yes I can. That's cool. I need to transfer some iron across. Okay. That's going to prove to be quite interesting to work around. You and you. Good, that is now all green, which means that is now all interconnected. And you can already hear that my refinery is now going. It's now producing the cobalt. Yay. So, now then, on to my next major problem. Is forward stability. Alright. Well, what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, recharge. Now that I've got that operational, let's go to our inventory here. Okay. Well, let's go to the top of this to start with. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 5-minute breather because I need to go to the loo. So I'll be right back. We'll just leave it in the dulcet tones of what's happening from here. Save it just in case. And I'll be back shortly. And I'm back, everyone. So thank you very much for your patience there. But when nature calls, nature calls. So that's going to channel away from that. Let's grab out some of these, and I think I might start actually fully constructing the base proper. Okay, that's all I can do. But what we might actually do next is upgrade our survival kit to a medical station. Medical room, as it were. So I'm going to need for that the 15 medical components, which is probably going to be the biggest source of grief we're going to get. But I'm wondering if we've unlocked anything fun. There's a lot of stuff in there that we can do. You know, some windows, catwalks, that sort of stuff. Actually, what I'm curious to try is, well, no, we'll go through with our first priority, which is a medical station or a medical room. So I need seem to have grabbed a fair amount of stuff anyway, so that's good. Where am I going to put this? I mean, it can be moved. That's that one. So let's go. Now, reason for this is because, as you can see, you can either plug it into the top or bottom. It does not have a side connector. How very rude. So, let's decommission you. Let's put you into the cargo container. Oops. And we'll withdraw. And then we'll just put you into that. So we can then go to here. And I want you to build this. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough resources. If I do, I'd be quite surprised. 80 silver. Yeah, I've only got 70. So, not going to have enough silver, but I have a silver vein nearby. So let's take our buggy out to mine some more of it. Vroom. Um, I'm going to have to improve on this design, I think. Should start now pulling. Yes, it is. Awesome. It's now going into the refinery. Huzzah. Awesome. Mashizniz. But I really want you to do the silver, not the stone. Thank you. Have I run out of nickel? I bloomin' have too, haven't I? That's not fun. Yeesh. That is not fun at all. Ah, well. Is he doing a thing? Let's go. Shazam. Blammo. Boom. Blammo. Boom. Blammo. Because I think all that we're waiting on now is the... Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I can remember exactly where that nickel was hiding away. Just recharge my hydrogen bottle. I think it was around here somewhere. There it is. So this will be yet another hole to join the ever-increasing collection of holes in this world. There we go. That's the nickel. Probably destroyed a small amount, but that's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really make much difference.
Inventory full.
Thank you. Someone's probably going to fall in that. Most likely me. Toss the stone out. It's a rather large brick of stone.
Inventory full.
Oh, don't fall. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stone, stone, nickel. Yoink.
Inventory full.
Thank you. And back to base. Without me running into a tree branch. And we'll go to refine. And refine that nickel first, please. Because you're kind of needed first and foremost. It's going to take a while. That's fine. I'll probably start running all of my conveyors underneath the base rather than above it, but I still want to work out how to lock the suspension on my rover. I may have to do some research. You done? You're not. Okay. Okay. Don't know why it's got that texture. Semantics, I guess. Excellent. There we go. And let's change my appearance. So, first off, I should realistically be a man. Because I thought I saved that before. Assault. Soul Dart, Scavenger, Retro, Rainbow, Propeller. What? Okay, Prisoner, Miner, Gold, Gilly. No, that's fine. Bit more armored. Nah. Chef. I will go assault. And we'll fit the theme perfectly fine. So, now that that's all done, I guess the next point of call would be to now I'm gonna grab some steel plates. Do I have any in production? I've got 6 on me. How much iron do I have? More than enough. Let's go production. Okay, I'm going to do something silly. Let's take you off. Let's get you. Let's go to K. Let's go to our hinge. And I want you to be upper limit of 0 degrees. And the lower limit of 0 degrees. Because I want to attach a grinder. I have personally never done this before, so let's have some fun. Oh. Okay. Much larger than what I was expecting it to be. Unable to place grinder. Okay, so you're not going to accept that. Fine, fine. We'll just put the drill back on. Though we will swap it back to a nice. It's resources, so we'll go green. Boom. Okay, go to a hinge. the lower limit I want to be 10 degrees, and the upper limit will be 15. Now if I go... Boop. Do 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 do. I wonder what Space Australia would be like. I mean, aside from the fact that everyone would have to fly just to avoid things. Now, are you Mr. Jumpy? You are not. Which is fine. There's one of these that has a very bad habit of jumping around. Well, that was rather productive. I mean, we got, what, 35 plates, a whole bunch of other stuff, which is always nice. So, not bad. Certainly a halfway decent haul, but not exactly what we're after. So... let's park him. I'm thinking that rather than having this ditch, I might build some pylons underneath and then have a ramp that leads up to it. I'm thinking would probably work better. But... let's just stash all this. Boop. And we'll go to production, and I just want, say, 100 steel plates. Now, I'm thinking... where's my modules? That requires power cells. That requires superconductors, which I can't make. And that just requires stuff. So I'll build one of you, and I'll build a power efficiency, because I think I can build power cells. This will just up the stuff that I can actually go module. No, I said it was power efficient. Nah, we'll just do that. So I'm building a speed and a power. Speed, power. Withdraw. Now, let's go speed and power. So, good. I just need the nickel and silicon in order to make the power cells, which is fine. Which is good. So I should have enough stuff to build these two. What this will do is it will increase the speed of which the assembler and the refinery goes at, and also reduce their power consumption, which is always nice. Now I can't get the efficiency ones because that needs superconductors, and I have yet to get my grubby little mitts on gold. There is a gold vein nearby. I cannot for the life of me remember exactly where it is. Now, that requires silver. And that requires platinum. So, we can, and what I might actually do, because I've got enough silver, is, yes, deconstruct my 3 tools and make the proficient level equipment. Always a nice thing to have as well floating around in your system. And yet more steel plates. Are you... Oh my god. It's like, you're just about to do this. Let me just prevent you from doing so because you have 0 iron. That was rather rude of them. That is fine. I can deal with this. Let's get chunk. There you go, do your thing. Oh, it's just refining down some silver. That explains it. Just do the iron first, please. Thank you. Grang. And all components have been successfully withdrawn. There we go. Now those 2 little modules will actually improve. Yep. Productivity 150%, power effective 122. So it actually is reducing the amount of power required, but also improving its productivity, and the same goes for the assembler. Wherever the hell that's decided. There it is. It just means that they operate better in the grand scheme of things. So, now that that's out of the way, we will now go and... Let's go... Ah, that's right. We wanted to do the 3 tools. So we'll go... There, and there, and there. Production, disassemble, 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go assembling, tools, 1, 2, 3. And I can't get the final teal until I get platinum, which is located out in space! Good. So now we go welder, grinder, drill, Character tools. Welder. Grinder. Drill. Now these things are proficient, which means they're much better at what they do. So let's go to here. I'll toss you in there. Now, is this... Yes, so you can go underneath. Right. Well. Disconnect, drive forward. Stick the parking brake on. And let's go to what I was doing beforehand. Or the inevitable plan. And build out the platform this way. So... Do we have any iron plates floating around? No. Okay, we'll have to make some. That will do. Because now I want to go... Now, can you... Right. If I go instant, plates do I have? I have 3. Now, is there... Excellent. I think this actually has what I'm after. Because I don't want it to be completely this will either work or it will fail in such a miserable manner that I'll have to reconstruct the whole damn thing. So why are you so far forward? Have I done something to the wheels? Oh. Did I just... 7 is a block group. Right. So I worked out what strength does. And it's what I need it to do. What the hell is going... What? Trees? Why are we suddenly Blair Witching this bitch? What the actual hell? Why are you Blair Witching? I came to this plat because it wasn't haunted. Now you're telling me it is? What the hell? Well. It happens. So, if I reverse... Hopefully... Right, it's not gonna... I'm gonna have to build some more out. That is fine. I can deal with this. So, let's go to our... Ferris. And I'm doing this in the dark because I'm a fecking numpty. One can never have too much iron. And you can see here with the drill, it's much better at what it does.
Inventory full.
Alright, let's see if I go into... Oh, that barely has an impact on its suspension. Awesome. So it is strength that deals with that. Okay.
Inventory full.
I, honest to God, could not remember for the life of me how that worked. But now that I do, it will certainly make my life that much more easier. What did the rock just... Okay, rock. Fuck you. Wheel! How many times? That one wheel is just going to continuously cause me no end of grief. King wheel.
Inventory full.
Wow. I did bring my hydrogen bottle.
Inventory full.
That would explain it. I took my inertial dampeners off. That'll be enough iron for the time being. Let's just drive to this unknown signal. Seeing as I'm in the neighborhood, may as well go pick it up. All your plates are belong to me. Don't think I'm going to get anything from this. Nope. Just a whole bunch of other stuff, which is good. Oh, come on. Ow! Ow! How did I catapult myself so hard into the thing I killed myself? Honestly. I don't know. That's fine, I can work with this. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, let's take the suspension from strength 50 to 20. There we go. At least until I've fixed the issue of the bits around the side. We will just have to keep it at 20% until further notice. That's fine, we can work around that. Now, what I do want to do... I'm busy doing your thing. Stash you lot. Stash that. So you're busy doing your iron. We now have plenty of steel plates, which is good. So let's go in here. All the iron's moved. Excellent. And let's get detach. Drive away. Oh. Now, this is going to need to be you and you. Because I do want to drill this down a bit. Right. Now, hopefully, if I then use the half block, I'm wondering if that's going to be better. Let's check that out, shall we? Okay. So I need to drop it down another layer. Alright. My initial plan was not going to work. This is why I'm doing it in this method. Okay. Fine, be that way. Seriously. Fine, whatever, don't care. I have white. Okay, scrap metal. Wonder if that will do it. Probably not, but we'll see. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Let's expand out this then. Yes, I know I have the drill on my main doohickey, but I want to see if I need to do some modifications to my buggy in order for it to plug in at the back. Okay. So I might actually need the tip ones. Make it a much more gentle slope. Rather than the rigid ones that we had before. Let's see if this works. No, it fucking doesn't. Okay, you know what? Let's just go to our suspension and drop the strength right back down to 10. See if that helps. It doesn't. Oh well. It looks to me as though I'm going to have to modify this design a little bit. How am I going to do this? Right, I have steel plates on me. So, let's grind you down. Let's go G connector. Toss you there. Go like that, and then we'll go like that. This is experiment number 1, just to see if by bumping it up one minor notch, it will help. Actually, what am I doing? It doesn't need to go up. It needs to go fucking down. Ah! I am such an idiot. It's like, no, it doesn't need to go up one. It needs to go down one. Ugh. Alright, chuckle fuck. Let's see. Okay, chuckle fuck, what are you doing? Right. Let's go. You get me? You get to watch me flail around for... Are you genuinely telling me that this would have been okay if it was still in the same spot? Is that what you're telling me, Lord Clang? Is that what you're telling me? I'm going to genuinely kill something. Okay. Now that we've identified that that's a thing. Oops. Let's... Suspension. Right. Let's bump the strength back up to 25. Yeah. Okay. Now let's... Okay. Right. Let's go 1, 2... 5, and then we'll just do a... We'll do half slip tip. That's not what I asked you to be. And lastly... Nah, that should be fun. I'm not going to fuck around with that anymore because it just works. After all that, net worth, we just got it working. So, plenty of iron, which is good. So let's just go and... okay. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 conveyors. So I need 1, 2 hinges. I'm just gonna use the curved pipes, I think. Ooh. One down, 2 across. Yeah. 1, 2, down, down. Okay. So, let's go. Not bad. Okay, so so it's a curved one. Boom. I also need a pipe, curved. That just looks nice. Well, I'm just gonna do that. So. And we'll let it build its thing. Ah. So yeah, I've not been talkative this particular stream. I've just had a lot on my mind and a lot of stuff happening with work and everything else in between. So I'm a little drained, but here for everything else. That's the last of it. Okay. Shazam. And you, and you. Good. I know it looks a little bit off, but the entire principle is just to power this so I can get hydrogen. That's all it is there for. Also, it doesn't look too bad. Gives it that sort of robust appearance. That's 4.6 kilometers away. I might go and fetch it, to be honest. I don't think I can make 4.6 Ks. Oh no. I think what I'll also do is, before the end of all this, is I might head back to base once I've got this signal. And I might make some small modifications to this rover. I'm thinking I might adjust. So still got the singular drill, but I might add some spotlights, an antenna just so I know where it is, that sort of stuff. Just some minor things before I call it a day. I'm starting to feel a bit drained. Ah! What's that? Ah, it's the drill. For fuck's sake. That's what happens when you clip a fucking tree. God damn it, nature. I love ya, I really do. But honestly, could you not blow up my fucking drill? Is anything else damaged? Nope. Okay. I mean, that's not great, but... Oh well. Oops. Yeah, we'll just make it all the same colour. May as well do this whilst out on the road. I don't think I have radio components, but I do have spot. I may not have all the parts for this. No. That does look like iron. Let's get out and have a look. Yep, iron. Awesome. Surface deposit. Can I actually make a drill with the parts I have? Computer, motor, steel tube, constructions. Oh, wait, what am I doing? That's for a large base. Oh no, for a small one. Do I have everything? I do not. Annoying, but I'll mark this as a iron meteor. God damn it. GPS. New. Iron. FE surface. Right. Okay, let's go. Well, yeah, get some parts in, build an antenna, build a couple of spotlights, rebuild the drill again. And go from there, I guess. So, yes. I'm still trying to work out how to do a... Well, how to prevent it from bunting forwards. So what am I doing? Going here. G. Actually going K. A hinge. Lower limit. Set to 0. Upper set to 0. Now, let's rebuild the drill. Actually, let's go to... You can be removed, you can be removed, you can be removed. Disassemble you lot, because it's just some extra stuff. Now, I need drill. You build planner, light. Let's and antenna. Have I not unlocked the antenna? I have not. So what do I need for that? I need a beacon first. Right. Well. In that case, let's go to offset. Offset spotlight. Boom. Yep, fine. Make it for me. Yeah, come with me. Drill. Back in its place. Now, offset spotlights. Okay. Okay. I mean, that does take them up the road a little bit, but that, well, up the road a little bit. Up a little bit, but nothing I really am concerned about there. Um, do I want... Nah, I don't particularly want... So... more, that's fine. Okay. So, got those. What the hell? It's kind of cool. Right. So, let's go in, fix the drill again. At times I fix the hinge properties. Make that 15 and then 15. Well, 15 and then 10. I've never done detach. I will need to work out how to use the detach feature. Okay. Let's go. Unlock, drive up, forwards. There we go. Parking brake. Let's go K, suspension, bump the strength all the way up to 100. As in, it's rigid AF. Now, how do I want to do the front to avoid problems with the front slamming into the dirt? Let's grab some steel plates. Production, action inventory, plenty. Oh, actually, what I'm missing, what I'm failing to realize, is I actually have these to build. Because I'm an idiot. Let's just build those. Maybe that will help preventing things from going all over the place. And there's probably going to be all my nickel going out the gurgler because I need to build 4 atmospheric thrusters. But that is fine. So I'm just waiting for all this to build. That's a lot of motors, but then again, you need a lot of everything in this game just to build one block. That's another unknown signal. reduce suspension. We'll drop the suspension back down to 20. And I think... Let's set the parking brake off. That's not what I wanted. So that worked reasonably well. With suspension at 20%, it seems to be holding quite nicely. What was that noise? Something was being a bit bouncy. Hang on a sec. So, something's popping up on Discord that I need to pay somewhat attention to. Ouch. That damaged my drill. It did not. I think I just drove over the tree without so much of a problem, and Lord Krang decided to go, yeah. You hit that tree with enough force that I will send it flying. Oops. Not my fault. The tree got in the way. Now, normally a lot of people would say, oh, you need to vent out the stone or what have you, but because I haven't put anything to dump out the stone just yet, there's no real need at this stage for me to dump stone. I mean, yes, gravel is awesome and what have you, but, you know, there's no real need for me to dump the gravel yet. Shall begin parking. We should hear our refinery go off. There it is. Which is awesome. So that's cool. So, yeah. Busy doing that. Okay. Let's go to here. And I'm going to work out where I want to stash the ejection ports. Because I could quite easily just do it off here, off the front. But I've already got enough front weight. These are not around the right way here. However... Yep, there it is. What I can do is a sorter. Small conveyor sorter. And an ejector. Now. Oops. Oh no, the refinery's still going away, burbling away in the background. Which is fine. Sorry, chewed through all the stuff there. That's rather impressive. But that's fine. So we'll go sorter. Let's draw that out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. So, sorter. And then 6 for the ejector. Boom. Now, if I go 4, we'll put the block back in place. Now, hopefully, and theoretically, I go into here, I go into K, we'll go to the Ejector is on, which is good. And we'll call this rock escape. And now we want the sorter. This one. And we'll go rock dump. Now it is on. So I want it to whitelist, meaning it will only accept one thing, and I want it to accept stone. Add that to the filter. Now, if I've done this right, which I should have, if I now go out and let's just grab a rock from our hole. Now we put the stone in the connector. It should. It's probably because you can't do it. Or am I going to have to put this in a different spot? I'm going to have to put you in a different spot, aren't I? Now you're linked. Why are you not? Okay. Space Engineers 101. Have you tried turning it off? And on again. Yes, I have. So, in that case, let's go to G. A hinge, drill, rock escape. Ah. There we go, that would be the reason. So, now if I go 4. No, you're not wanting to play fair? Okay, rock dump. What have you got? There we go. So now, this will automatically dump out all of my stone. And you can see the stone that is dumped out is just dumped out in small little chunks. So we'll plug... We'll plug this back into the base. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, this stream has not been as eventful. We do have a iron pocket, a cobalt pocket, silver, ferrous, And there is a nickel over here somewhere. Where's my hole? Come on, little hole. I know you're around here. I have lost my hole.
Low.
Ow.
Fuel critical.
Where's my... Oh. Where the big-ass rock is. Because that's like 2 tons of rock. Let's make this my nickel spot. GPS. New from current position. NI1. There we go. So. There's some gold, there's some silver. I think I got some magnesium around here as well. But I think next time, because I'm going to be wrapping it up, or wrapping the stream up pretty much now. Next time, I think what it will be is building or improving our rover so that it doesn't always fall flat on its face in the front. Actually, no, it won't be a rover that we'll be building. I feel as though it's about time we got ourselves an orca. Now, the orca, or at least that's what I'm calling it, is a light aerial vehicle, atmospheric, that will allow me to travel around and scout out locations for mining opportunities or anything that pops up. It will not be a mining vessel. It will just be strictly a swift aircraft that will allow for going around the place and just, flying around in atmosphere to enjoy itself. That can be modified to, it will allow it to be modified into a suborbital and possibly orbital. Because the next main target, that's asteroid mining, fellas. But if I can get to outer space, then it will be good. Because I actually do have a blueprint that will allow me to go to space. So, let's just climb up our little refinery that we finished off today, which I think is a good bit of progress as well. Now, in short, I'd like to say thank you very much for everyone joining me today. It has been a fun 3 hours, or a fun stream anyway. We did finalise that. We did have a couple of minor road bumps along the way, but that's all par for the course when it comes to space engineers, is you just do this to have fun. So I will save our world. We'll exit to the main menu. So, yes, as I said, next stream is scheduled for Tuesday at 7 PM plus 8 GMT, and we'll be continuing our adventures in Eorzea for Final Fantasy XIV. We are at the moment leveling up Bard, and we're working on some really, really interesting super weapons, or at least relic weapons. That's pretty cool. Someone's had fun designing that. So yes, the next stream, Final Fantasy XIV at 7 PM plus 8 GMT, and that will run until about 10 PM. So I hope to see you all in the next major stream. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and don't let life bring you down. See yas.